Good
Good
morning,
morning,
Mr.
Mr.
Bojang.
Bojang.
Yes, good morning, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
you repeat
you repeat
after me.
after
Yeah?
me. Yeah?
Okay.
I,
I,
Kebba
Kebba
Bojang,
Bojang,
Kebba Bojang,
do
do
solemnly,
solemnly,
do solemnly,
sincerely, and
sincerely, and
truly
truly
affirm that
affirm that
sincerely and truly affirm that
the
the
evidence I
evidence
shall
I shall
give
give
before this
before this
committee
committee
the evidence I shall give before this committee
shall be the
shall be the
truth,
truth,
shall be the truth,
the whole
the whole
truth,
truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing
and
but
nothing
the
but
truth.
the truth.
and nothing but the truth.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
very
you
much,
very much.
Mr. Bojang. Council,
Councils,
um, you can now take over.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Chair. Mr. Bojang,
Yes,
good
cancel.
afternoon from the Gambia.
Thank you, sir.
How are
Good
you?
morning from the United States. Alhamdulillah, I'm doing good.
Brilliant.
Thanks.
I was just informed, please excuse us for the delay. We had some technical issues, but we are also informed that we were performing the first of the 5 daily prayers when the call came from the committee. So it seems we have extended your prayer.
Cancel.
We have extended your prayer to
Absolutely.
our affirmation.
Absolutely. Very correct.
All right. I will just put some propositions to you, and you can confirm or deny. You can give context as well. I would like to know whether you received a summons to produce documents from the committee. Did you or did you not?
No, I did not receive summons to produce documents.
What about a summons to have a session with the committee's investigators?
Yes, I did, and we did have it. Yeah, I did receive one. Yeah.
And you met them and you produced a statement, correct?
That's right.
All right. Honorable Chair, I apply to tender the statement of Mr. Kebba Bojang to form part of his evidence and to be marked as KB1.
Noted. And you also got a subsequent summons to appear here, hence your appearance here. Correct?
That's right. That's right.
Were
Were you able to submit any documents to the investigation team?
No,
Do
not
you
at all.
have any documents in relation to the Jani Commission in your possession?
No, I don't.
Okay, so all the evidence you're giving is verbal evidence then,
Yeah.
including your statements. All right. Okay, that's fine. We'll begin by perhaps you giving us a brief introduction of who you are, your academic and professional background, and perhaps the commencement of the Jani Commission, what your role was in the beginning. So just give us a rundown of your professional and academic background, and then go on to give us a synopsis of what your role was, how you were appointed or
deployed to the committee.
Enrolled to the University of the Gambia in 2008 and got my bachelor's degree in 2012. I got my bachelor's degree in 2012 and I later got employed. Can I proceed, sir? Cancel.
please proceed.
Yes. And I
If you could
later,
try and just speak a little bit louder. Just
okay.
a tiny bit louder. Mr. Bojang, I would ask that perhaps when it's convenient, when we go on a break, if you could perhaps connect through headphones or some sort of device that will amplify your voice, because although you are audible, we can hear you, but it's quite faint, and we would want to hear you a bit more prominently. But for now, we can proceed. All right. Not give us an extensive. What was your first role in the Ghana Commission?
My first role will be dealing with the summons. That has been my primary role, like I indicated earlier on. So,
And what was your title?
oh, assistant secretary. Sorry, that's an oversight. I did not mention it.
My apologies, I could not make out what you just said.
I said my title was assistant secretary.
Assistant secretary. All right.
Yes.
Was it assistant secretary 1 or assistant secretary 2? Or was it just assistant secretary?
I would say, according to Mr. The then secretary, I was assistant secretary 1.
Assistant secretary 1, all right. And you had mentioned that it was the Solicitor General who asked you to assist the commission. And how was this done? Were you written to?
No, counsel. It was done verbally.
So you did not have at any point an appointment letter?
That's right. Very correct.
Were you issued with some sort of TOR to guide you through your functions?
Once we got to the commission, we were able to, develop our own TOR with the assistance of the secretary.
So the secretary, that is the first secretary, that is Mr.
Yes.
Alhaji
Yes.
He developed a TOR and delineated your different roles.
That's true.
Okay, and then that would have made you responsible for summons.
Very true. Yes.
Right. Was it just summons you were responsible for?
I would say for the most part, yes. For the most part of the commission, yes.
But later on, your role evolved. Isn't that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
All right. Aside from that, who were you reporting to? What were your exact reporting lines?
The secretary of the secretariat.
So was there any buffer between you and the secretary? Was there somebody in between you and the secretary? According to your organogram?
No.
So it was yourself. So it was the secretary at the top, and then yourself. Is it you
Yes.
and another person, or just you?
You have me and another person,
And who is that other person?
Miss Wadrame.
It's Drame. And so the two of you are the secretaries, the assistants to the secretary, correct?
Yes.
What about Miss Ramatulai Sar? Wouldn't you say that she was above you?
Yes, she was above me. That's true. But
So
at the
it was,
beginning,
go on.
at the beginning, she was stationed at the ministry.
So
So
her presence was not felt at all at the beginning.
at the beginning, I would say administration-wise, with regards to the commission, it was kind of uh, minimal when needed. She do comes, pops in and pop out, but for the majority part of it, she was stationed at the ministry.
When you say when needed, what kind of things was she needed for when she popped in?
Sometimes she would just come and then just watch the scenery, but that's occasionally.
She would just come to watch.
Yeah, to watch the scenery, yeah, to see what's happening.
The secretariat must have been very interesting if she just came just to watch the scenery of the secretariat.
No, if I say watch, literally it has a literal meaning, council. So you know what
Yes.
I mean.
But we want you to expound on what you mean. Feel comfortable. Be very comfortable. Explain the nitty-gritties of her role in the beginning.
Yes, she would come once in a while to be okay with what's happening on the ground, whether there is progress, and then for her to be in the picture to to foresee the functioning of of the secretariat, or I would say how the commission was working at large.
All right. If I were to put to you that, in fact, Miss Sar was was that kind of person. In public service, there are certain people you see and you get very happy because you know what comes when they appear. And Miss Sar was that such person that when you see her, it's payday. So was it only on payday or pay processes that she popped up, or were there other issues she was dealing with when she came in once in a while to observe?
Oh well, counsel, I can be definitive uh, on that. I wouldn't exactly know whether the only time he pops in is when it is payday. Normally, when it's payday, it is the accountant that normally comes up and then make the payment. Not Mr. Ramatullah.
Fair enough. So you were the process server for a long time. Um, for a long time, and that was during the tenure of Mr. Kurang. So before we go on to the tenure of Ms. Ramatullah Sar, please highlight for us, during the first secretary's tenure, that is Alhaji Mahmoudi Kurang, did you play any other role apart from being an active process server?
Uh, if I could remember, uh, I think the only role that I've played, apart from being the process server, is when there when there are when we have requests to the media houses. You know, I do take those
The
I do take those
correspondences.
notices. Yes, yes, I do take those notices to the media service. Yeah, for onboard.
Okay, all right. So during Mr. Kurang's tenure, you are predominantly a process server, and you from time to time facilitated correspondences when it comes to notices and other correspondences, I assume. So let's move on to the departure of Mr. Alhaji Mahmoudi Kurang and the appointment of Ms. Ramatullah Sar. when Ms. Ramatulai Sar came in, you were still at the commission, correct?
Yes, Council.
How would you explain the hierarchy once Ms. Ramatulai Sar was appointed? Was she appointed to be your supervisor, or were you all at the same level? Were you at par?
No, she was appointed to be our supervisor. It was a continuation. So she took the role of the secretary.
And was Ms. Ramatulai, so when we, for the benefit of this, your testimony today, we had Ms. Ramatulai Sar twice before the committee, and she has testified to the fact that when she was appointed, she was not properly briefed on what was going on at the time. And there was an impending exercise, which was the tractor sales that were going on, that had started, which she was not part of. And she explained that there was a meeting that she was omitted from. Can you confirm such a meeting happened?
Absolutely not. I've never been in any meeting.
Without Ms. Ramatulai Sar. So you're
Yes,
confirming that there is no meeting between yourself, Fatu Drame, and the commissioners, as well as the lead counsel?
yes, absolutely.
There is no such meeting.
There's never been a meeting.
All right, just to state it another way, there is no time that you had a meeting without your superior, that is Ramatulai Sar.
Yes, Council. In fact, I have never had any meeting with either the council or the commissioners.
All right, so how did the decision for the second phase of the tractor sales come about?
Well, the decision came from the commissioners through the secretary, Ms. Ramatulai Shah.
So you're telling us that it is Ms. Ramatulai Sar who actually informed you that an exercise will ensue soon, and you will be part of a team. You'll be heading a team, rather.
Yes,
She gave you those instructions.
yes.
What if I was to tell you that Ms. Ramatulai Sar doesn't have any recollection of that? In fact, she emphatically stated that it is yourself and Ms. Drame who had a meeting with the commissioners and briefed her.
That's absolutely not correct, Council. Or myself, I cannot remember. I've never been in any meeting with the commissioners. That has never happened during my tenure at the Journey Commission.
All right, so you got your marching orders. When I say marching, perhaps you got your instructions, rather, to get to embark on tractor sales up country from your principal, Misar.
That's correct.
And then that's how you went on to proceed to the tractor sales, correct?
Yes, yes.
All right. All right, I'm just receiving some information from our technical team, the IT team, to say that the sound has been regularized. However, if you can mitigate from your side and not press any buttons to mute or change any of the settings or your device, if you can stay with the same device. All right. So before you embarked on the trip to conduct tractor sales or vehicle sales, you had a prior event, which was for taking inventory. Were you part of it? Inventory of vehicles
No,
and
Council.
tractors. What
No,
about the inventory of tractors? You are not part of it.
I was
So
never part of it.
the first time you broke away from your conventional role of being a process server and occasionally writing correspondences was this exercise.
That's very correct.
Apart from the exercise that we're going to talk about very soon, did you feature prominently in any other role?
No, sir. No
Right.
cancel.
All right, that's fine. Let's proceed to the sales. I don't envision that we'll be here long unless you prolong it. So let's just get straight to business.
Okay.
Please explain to the committee. Just give us a rundown of where you went, the places you went, and what items were available for sale.
We were given a detailed, comprehensive inventory that has the items that were supposed to be auctioned with their reserve prices and their current status. So once we had that inventory, so we embarked on the mission, and we were two groups. May I proceed?
Sorry?
I said, may I proceed?
Please proceed. At
Yes.
all times. Just I know all you can see is my very unpleasant face. But if you see that I'm engaged in a lot of activity, please just proceed. I'll stop you when there's a need to stop you. But regardless, just proceed. The evidence you're giving is for the purposes of the committee, and they're all ears.
Okay. Like I was saying, we were two groups, myself and Ms. Fadrame, and I headed the team towards the south bank of the Gambia, while Fadrame headed the one to the north bank. So the places that we visited or to embark on the auction were the Farato Farm, Yundum Police Station, you have Dasilame. Did I say Dasilame? And you have Keneba. You have, I think you have the Kutu workshop. If you may permit me, I could just look for the comprehensive to give you like the entire name of the places, but if you may permit me, so that I will not forget any of the places.
That's fine. That's fine. It's not exactly. It's fine. You can provide any other information after the session. If you have documents, the committee would be very interested in those documents. So any documents you have, please submit them to the committee. But essentially, you went through the KMC, West Coast Region, and LRA, correct?
Yes.
All right.
Correct.
And in those different points, there were a total of 43 tractors. Can you recall?
Yes. Yes.
There were 43 tractors.
As for the inventory, because it was a detailed inventory, and that was our guide.
Yes. Actually, you had a total of 59 tractors. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. You said I have a total of 59 tractors?
59 tractors. Can you confirm or deny?
Because I was the one leading team one, so if I could remember, I think it's the second team that has 59. Can you please cross check? Since you have
So you
the
sold 43 tractors and 16 tractors were reserved.
Oh, yes. That's very correct. Yeah.
All right. So if you add the two, you get a total number of 59 tractors.
That's correct also. Yeah.
Who valued these tractors? Do you recall?
No, sir. I cannot recall. I know that an inventory was given to us, which was detailed. It was self-explanatory. So
So who
I
gave
don't
you
know.
this inventory?
The inventory, the inventory was given to us by the secretary. Yes,
And that is Miss Ramatulai Sar.
yes,
So she gave you the inventory.
yes.
And when she gave you an inventory, did she also give you a valuation, a document entailing the valuation prices or the reserve prices? Or was that entailed in the inventory?
Yes, I believe it was entailed in the inventory. Yes.
And whose custody were the tractors under?
I I believe it was under the vehicle control unit.
Sorry, say that again.
I said I believe they were under the vehicle control unit.
The vehicle control unit. But
Yes,
when you went to
I
the
believe
different
so.
sites, whose custody were the tractors under when you went to the different sites?
Uh, for the most part, they were under the police stations. Yeah, for the most part, they were at the police stations.
So they were under police care.
Custody. Yeah.
And the valuation, do you recall if it was done under an order of the commission? Did the commission require that a valuation be made or be conducted?
Yes, I believe so.
Now we will go through the report shortly, but once you go through the report, you see that some of the items were not the reserve price for some of the items were not strictly adhered to. Now, I would like to know what yardstick your team used to value these properties, other than the valuation prices offered by the valuer.
Oh, well, I think my explanation to that would be because most of the the auction items were partly scrapped or maybe tampered with, and that being the reason, it was difficult to attract buyers or the bidders for them to bid for the actual uh, above reserve price. So it was logical that uh, the team and the auctioneer, just use our own this discretion and based on the most ideal price. So we just
So you basically saying that once there was a challenge selling some property, the team would use their discretion or your discretion, because you were the team leader, and attach a separate price to it. Is that what you're saying?
actually we because I think before we embark on the process or on the auction journey, we were told like if we have any hiccups along the way, we could always reach back for guidance. So we always call back for guidance, and if they give us the green light, the go ahead, and then we just deliver to that.
And when you say they, who are you referring to?
Yeah, I mean the commission, like it's either the secretary or the commissioner.
So what you're saying is that every time an instance came where there was a valuation price attached to a vehicle or a tractor, you would it was not faring well on auction day, you would call back to either the secretary, and the secretary at the time was Miss Ramatulai Sar. You would call Miss Sar to get guidance on whether you can receive an amount that is undervalued. Is that correct?
Yes, yes.
Do you remember how many occasions you called Ms. Sar for such advice?
I cannot remember calling Mr. for occasions, but we do remember reaching out to Miss Abiose, one of the commissioners.
All right, so you're ruling out Ms. Sar. You don't recall, you do not recall speaking to Ms. Sar about any of the products that were underpaid for.
Yes, in certain instances, yes, because I believe in the manner that we were able to get Miss Abiose's source, Miss Abiose's source was that we tried Miss Star, I believe so, she was unreachable, and then we proceeded to one of the commissioners, Abiose.
Can you just say what you said again? The sound was a bit blurry for me. Just take it easy.
Yes.
If you can count your words, you can count them, please. Just say that again.
What I was saying is, I said in the instance that we reached out to Miss Abiose was we did try Miss Star, but I believe in that occasion she was unreachable, and then we proceeded and tried with Miss Abiose.
All right. So you tried Miss Sar. She was not reachable, so you proceeded to speak to one of the commissioners.
Yes.
And that is Miss Abiose George.
George.
And she gave you the go-ahead.
Yes.
Unilaterally.
I wouldn't say unilaterally because she's with the commissioners, so I believe she must have discussed it with them as a team.
So the commissioners then gave you the go-ahead to receive amounts that were under the reserve price.
Well, yes, in those instances, yes, because the fare was, I believe, the fare was if you leave those items there, because they were very dilapidated, so I believe that must have been the reason.
All right, let's look at your first round of sales, which is the tractors. You sold 43 tractors and reserved 16. Whose decision was it to reserve the 16? Was it part of your initial briefing before you left to reserve 16?
Okay. I cannot remember exactly whether it was before we embarked on the journey or we were later informed. Yes, I cannot be definite on that. But for sure, we were told to reserve, for some community users.
And who told you to reserve 16 tractors?
Yeah, we were informed through the secretary.
Sorry?
I said yes, we were informed through the secretary.
Through the secretary. And the secretary,
Yes.
again, if I can just repeat myself, was Ms. Ramatullah Sar.
Yes.
Okay. Now, when you were going, you said you received an inventory, and you received it from Ms. Ramatullah Sar. Do you have a copy of that inventory? Because it would help this session if we refer to one document.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have any document with me, especially the inventory, because I ended up, leaving the commission before it was completed. So yeah, I don't have most of those, documentation.
But I hope you can recall the activities, if I am to highlight some of the sales for you, will you be able to follow?
I believe so.
All right. Let's begin by me asking you whether for the tractor sales, did any of your team members purchase any tractors?
Tractors? I don't think so.
Can you say that again?
I said I don't think so.
You do not recall.
Yes. Tractors? No, I do not recall.
And who was the auctioneer when you went on your? Who was the auctioneer on the day?
On my team, the auctioneer was Mr. Abdul Rahman, yeah, Mr. Mustafa Abdurrahman Job, I believe.
Mr.
Mustafa Abdurrahman Job, I believe.
Mustafa Abdurrahman Job. He was the auctioneer,
Job.
correct?
Yes.
Are you? And what about Mr. Karabulai Jamme? Was he also part of your team?
No. I think he was part of the other team, Miss Drama's team.
Now we are in receipt of some evidence from Ms. Ramatulai Sar. And I am looking at a consolidated report consolidating the tractor sales and vehicle sales of both teams. And in the annex of that evidence, there is a list of persons, and I'm going to just mention some names. You will tell me whether they were in your team or not. Is that okay? All right.
Yes, Council.
Of course, you were in your team, so there's no point in me calling your name. Miss Fatu Drame.
Miss Fadra was no, she was not on my team.
Mr. Noah Job.
Yeah. Job. Job.
You
Yes, I
don't
believe
recall.
I cannot recall. Yes, for Noah Job, for certain I cannot recall.
Hello, Kebba Bojang? I believe we are. All right.
It seems we lost you there for a second.
Yes, I think it was from your end because I didn't touch any button. Like you asked me not to. So
That's fine. The culprits, you're not the culprits. Seems like the culprits are internal. We'll deal with them later.
I believe so.
So, Mr. Noah Job, do you recall?
Mr. Noah Job, Job. For the tractor sales, I cannot recall. Are we still on the tractor sales, or are you referring to both the vehicles and tractor sales?
Tractor sales first.
Tractor sales? No, I cannot remember. I don't think he was on my team.
What about Mr. Ansumana Kebe?
Kebe on the tractor sales. I cannot recall. I could recall for the vehicle sales, but for the tractor sales, I cannot recall whether Kebe was on my team.
He could be one of them. Did you confirm Mr. Kebe was part of your team?
I cannot recall. For the
You
tractor
cannot
sales,
recall.
I cannot recall. Yeah.
What about Mr. Suleiman Dabo?
Dabo, yes, Dabo was on my team. I could remember Dabo.
Dabo was in your team.
Yes.
And what about Mr. Panjai?
Panjai.
You remember somebody
Panjai.
called Mr. Panjai?
Yes, he's a driver, but I'm trying to reconcile whether he was on my team. Panjai, Panjai. I cannot remember.
What about
Adama Jain, Modu Lamin Suso. Is this one person?
Adam Ajay. No, I don't think so. I think they're two different individuals.
So Adama Jain is one person and Modu Lamin Suso is another person.
Yes.
So do you remember whether they were in your team or not?
For Jang, I cannot remember. I think Suso was on my team. If I could remember, I think Suso was on my team.
Usman Jom?
Usman Jam. He's a driver, or he was a driver. I cannot recall whether he was on my team or not.
Fode Sonko?
Fode also is a driver, so I cannot remember whether he was on my team or not.
Sidi Dabo?
Sidi. Sidi also is a driver, so I cannot remember whether he was on my team.
So you don't remember drivers?
The driver, yeah, for the most part, yeah. For the drivers, I cannot remember.
I see. All right. What about Mr. Mustafa Abdurrahman Job?
Yes, he was on my team.
Mr. Karabulai Jamme?
Karabula, he wasn't. He was in the other team.
He was in?
He was in the other team, Miss Game's team. He was not on my team, yeah.
What about DPS Alhaji Jallo?
Yes.
He was a PIU officer.
Yeah, he was a PIU officer. Yeah. Yes. I cannot recall for DPS. Excuse me. Feedback.
What about Mr. Karim Bari?
Yes, Barry is a PIU officer. Barry was part of my team. Yes, I remember Barry.
He was part of your team.
Yes, I remember Barry.
Mr. Sharif Sane? Unfortunately, I cannot remember. I cannot recall for Sane. Mr. Sefu Jaju?
Excuse me, my iPod's battery run down, so I need to change to another headphone. Sorry about that.
The volume has decreased from your device.
Yeah, sorry, because I just switched headphones. The other one ran out of battery. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes. I cannot remember, Jajo.
Okay. Just my apologies. Just give us a second. Sheriff Sane, did we deal with that?
Yes, I said I cannot remember Sane. Yes.
Sefu Jaju?
Because Jaji also was with the PIU. I cannot remember.
Kebba Bojang, there's too many, I cannot remember. I hope it will not go into the evidence. But
No.
what about Samba Kurubari?
Council, the names that you're calling now, these are the PIU personnel. So it's going to be tough for me to remember. I know for Shatin, when you call Barry, Barry was very close to me, so I remember Barry very well. But for the rest, it was just professional basis. So yeah, I barely recall.
Okay. So for PIU officers and drivers, it seems you will struggle to recall.
Yes, whether they were on my team, yes, that's true.
So Mr. Samba Kurubari, you don't recall as well.
I don't recall Kurubari.
Momodu Dabo, you don't recall. What about I put it this way? Who do you recall being as part of your team? Let me take note.
Okay. I know for certain Barry, you've mentioned Barry. I know Barry was on my team. Dabo was on my team. Dabo from the vehicle control unit. Dabo was with the police. And I think Suso was from the state house. Let me see.
You can take your time.
Yes,
You
I'm
just
trying
need
to
to
recall.
confirm.
Yes, I'm trying to recall.
What personnel were part of your team? Nothing yet?
Yeah, nothing yet. In fact, I'm finding it challenging to, in fact, recall my very own driver. So I'm struggling even with that right now.
All right. So you had mentioned that there is a document that would help you. I had resisted because I thought it would take our time. But perhaps I can afford you, with the chair's permission, 2 minutes to look through your phones or your gadgets to paste that document, if it will help you with your submissions today, or your testimony rather.
Okay.
I've lost visual.
Yeah, sorry, because I touched my phone screen. Sorry. Can you see me now? Sorry.
Yes, I can see.
Okay, thank you. Let me just make a quick Okay, I've got the list at my disposal for my team.
Okay.
Can I? Yes. Can I go ahead and recall their name?
Please go ahead.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, just a second. Just a second.
Take your time, Mr. Bojang. Just find the document, and then you have 2 minutes anyway. You have not exhausted.
Thank you. Thank you.
Honorable Chair, it seems like I had you not, but the record has not confirmed whether you gave me permission. Seems like I usurped your powers. Thank you, Chair.
Okay, Council.
Yeah.
Yes. Team one, we have Gassama.
Gassama, do you know the first name?
No, but I know that he's PIU.
All right. Now, I want to know, let me direct you to the names of persons I really want to know so that we can gain traction. Like I said, I don't envision your session taking too long. Let's shorten it so that we can allow members to weigh in as well. I need to know who from the commission was part of the team.
From the secretariat, it was just me and Fadrame.
But Fadrame was not in your team.
Oh, sorry, my team. Okay.
You had mentioned one Gassama. Do you remember the first name?
No.
Could it be Fode? Could it be Kaba? What about Lamin?
I cannot remember. The document that I have here with me just indicated Gassama, so without the first name.
You don't remember one Kaba Gassama?
Kaba. I cannot remember because, you know, with the security, most of them, they just use their last names. So we were very acquainted with their last names.
So you knew their last names?
Yes.
All right. So proceed. You said Gassama, who we are yet to confirm the first name for. proceed.
Yes, and DPS Jallo, you did ask me. I think based on the list that I have here, I think he was in my team.
All right. If that list can be forwarded to the team, I believe you're in contact with one of our investigators. You can send it informally through WhatsApp or our emails. Honorable Chair, if I can apply for it to be expedited, perhaps through WhatsApp, since the witness is before us currently, so that we can benefit from the list real time. If that can be permitted just this one time. Very good.
Mr. Witness, please do that according to the date.
Yes, you can do that now and send it to the person that you've been communicating to.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I've just sent it.
If there are any other documents that are readily accessible right now, just send them over as well. But in the meantime, we can proceed with the names. Is that all you remember, or that all that's on your list?
No, it is a detailed list of names. I think I have Sirif Sani as well. He's PIU.
Sane?
Yes. What is this?
Are you looking at the list, or are you relying on your recollection?
Yes, the list is on my screen here, so I'm looking at it.
All right, you've mentioned 4 names, except yourself, of course. Gassama, Kebba, Jallo, and Sane.
Yes. Is it possible for me to name the cashiers that were with me?
Oh, I'm very interested in the cashiers, the ones especially from the Accountant General's office. In fact, I'm interested in those who came from your office, anybody who came from the Ministry of, when I say your office, I mean the Commission, anybody that came from the Ministry of Justice, and anybody that came from Accountant General's office. But for now, the question is open. Give us all the names, but I'm very interested in the cashiers. Please give us their names.
Okay. There were 2 cashiers. We have Abdullah Jallo. No, Abdullah Ba. We have Abdullah Ba and one Kinte. I cannot remember his first name though.
But you do recall that he was from the Accountant General's office?
Yes, Abdullah Ba and Kinte.
Okay. All right, that's fine. Let's move on now. Please just describe for me step by step how your team carried out the auctions of the 43 tractors, from the identification of the tractor to the final payment. What did your team go through?
It was an open auction, and the standard procedure was the normal standard procedure. Advertisement was done via the media outlet, and buyers were attracted, and then they came over. So you have the auctioneer with his belt. and with his inventory, with regards to which has an entail reserve price. So the auctioneer will always start with above the reserve price. There's a little bit of noise at your end, though. It's interrupting.
So, all right. So with the tractor sales, you had mentioned that the tractors were already tagged. Those that were to be reserved were tagged, and those that were to be sold were tagged. Do you remember who did the tagging?
No, not at all.
Could it have been one Mr. Mfamara Sediba?
I cannot remember because the only role that I participated was just to go and then supervise the auction sales. With regards to the tagging or the value, I have no idea.
Yes, but an exercise had been carried out prior to your commencing the auction, right? An exercise of inventory taking was carried out, and it was carried out by Mr. Mfamara Sediba in conjunction with the commission. Now, you've made it clear that you are not part of that exercise. However, a document must have been given to you listing all the items that you will find on the ground and their reserve prices. Correct?
Right. Yes.
So when you looked at that document, when you looked at the inventory, did it match what was presented on the day for auction?
Can you come again, please? Can you repeat that?
A document was given to you, correct? Were you given a document before you embarked to the different points?
The document that I could remember was just the detailed inventory document. Are you referring to an additional document?
So it was an inventory. There was an inventory list of inventory, right? List of tractors that you would find.
Yes.
Correct. Now, attached to that list, was there another document, or was it only that document you recall?
At this instant, yes, I think yes. It's only the inventory that I could recall.
Now, that inventory, did it have reserve prices attached to it?
Yes, I believe so. I think the inventory was detailed and the prices were indicative.
The prices were indicated.
Yes.
Now, once you had made your, all right, we'll get to that later. So you do recall that there were, the reserve prices were indicated in the document. So you had a document that advised you on each product that you'll find on the ground, each of the 59 products that you'll find on the ground, and their respective prices.
I believe so, yes.
Sorry?
I said yes, I believe so. Correct.
And out of the 59, 43 were sold and 16 were reserved. And you had mentioned that you had been instructed that 16 would be reserved. I had asked the question, who briefed you of that? You had mentioned that it came through Ms. Sarr. You still stand by that?
Yes, the secretary, because I just want to make
was it a written? Sorry?
Yeah, I just wanted to make it equivocally clear that like any assignment that I embarked upon was through the secretary. I just want to make that clear.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So there was no time that perhaps you usurped the secretary's powers. The secretary, Ms. Ramatullah Sarr, pointed out to the commission that she did not know what was going on at the time, and yourself and Ms. Drame were speaking directly to the commissioners.
That has never happened. The only occasion that happened was in the instant that I mentioned earlier on with regards to the reserve price that we were able to reach out to, because we tried her, we couldn't have her. So we got in touch with Miss Abiyose George. But apart from that, our reporting line of duty was Miss Sarr. She was the one that prepared us with all the logistics for this exercise. So she cannot say that we were not having or we are not getting our directives from her.
All right. That is clear. All your instructions were in accordance to your organogram. So it was flowing from Mr. to you.
Yes.
And before Mr. it was always Mr. Alhaji Mamadi Kurang to you.
Very correct.
That's understood. However, I still need clarity on the 16 reserved tractors. How was it communicated to you? Was it verbal or was it a written instruction?
I think it was verbal. It was not a written instruction.
But when you got to the ground, you found that the tractors were already tagged.
Yes, they were tagged for sure.
So it was made easy for you. It was already tagged which one the state will take and which one.
Yes, and I believe that exercise was done by the vehicle control unit. I believe.
The vehicle control. So would you say that it is the vehicle control unit who identified what would be reserved?
I believe so. I believe so. Maybe they must have been given instruction to, to allocate such tractors that will be reserved.
Since we're speculating here, who do you think gave them those instructions?
Maybe the commission.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I said maybe the commission.
All right. I cannot hear you. Again, we have technical issues. Just hold off a bit. I will inform you once we are back on.
Okay, Council.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Council.
All right, I can hear you again. I just got distracted there. I believe we're talking about the reserve price. And I wanted to know whose decision it was to reserve 16 tractors. Do you know?
Yes. I believe it must have come from the commission.
It must have come from the commission.
I believe so.
So when Ms. Sarr was giving you those instructions, did she include where it came from that the reservation should be made?
No. All what I could remember is we were told that there are certain tractors or certain number of tractors that need to be preserved for community uses. I could definitely remember that.
Okay. Do you recall how much, before we go into the bidding proper, the auction proper, do you remember how much was accrued from your activity of selling tractors?
You mean the total sum of money generated from the sales?
Yes. Yes, of Team 1. Go ahead.
Okay, just give me a second.
Sorry?
Yes, I'm coming. Just a second. Team 1, I believe you generated $7,264,000.
7 million. Let me just note that down. 7 million?
264,000.
264,000.
Yes, as per to the document that I have there.
Okay, just before I go into it again, were you present when the first phase of the tractor sales was being conducted by Mr. Alhaji Muhammad Quran?
No, counsel.
You are not part of it.
Yes, I've never witnessed the sales during Mamadi Quran. I was busy with my sermon, serving people.
You are busy threatening people that they should follow.
No.
All right. You did not partake in that, but I wish to put to you a difference. You see, during Mr. Alhaji Mamadi Kurang's tractor sales,
Yes.
he sold 43 tractors and one plow for 44 items. And he managed to accrue a little in excess of 10 million. Now you sold the same amount of tractors, perhaps. Well, you sold the same amount of items. All of them might not be tractors, and you accrued 3 million under. Now I'm not saying that that's good or bad, but can you explain the difference?
Well, counsel, my understanding to that was Mr. Alhaji Muhammad Kurang's tenure or the tractors that he supervised during the auction of the phase one. They were like, the tractors were very, in a really good shape tractors. So compared to us, if you look at the inventory, as it was indicative that most of the tractors were not duly functional, or they were kind of called scraps. So I believe that might be the reason, because current tenure for the first phase of the auction was done like 3 months before. I believe so. I believe Kurang's tenure was done in June, either June or July, if I can remember, and ours was in October. So you have like 3 or 4 months in between. So the ones that we auctioned, they were not in a very good shape. I can assure you that, and it is indicative in the inventory.
So perhaps the difference in prices could be the condition of the tractors.
Absolutely.
Now let me just, did you attend any sale of tractors at the MSA workshop in Kotu?
Tractors?
Was that part of your?
Tractors? No.
Okay, that's fine. So you made 7.2 million out of the sale process, correct?
Yes.
Now you were explaining the procedure you took. There was a valuation report. There were reserve prices. The auctioneer would then go on to announce the reserve price, and then try and keep it up as much as possible. Correct?
Yes. The auctioneer will start above the reserve price. He will not
Above
start
the
at the
reserve.
exact. Yes, yes. He will not just start to the exact reserve price.
Is that for all items?
Yes, I believe so.
If the reserve price was $1, the auctioneer will start from $1 50 butuks.
Yes, exactly. In that scenario, yes.
But it seems like we have more technical issues. But I'm if you just nod if you hear me. Because I cannot hear you. All right, you hear me. See, maybe you should have hosted us in the US. Maybe we would have had a smoother session. But now I think I should be able to hear you. Can you say something?
Yes, Council.
I can hear you now. All right, we keep getting interrupted, Honorable Chair. And I note that we have about 8 minutes to break. If we can, I don't know, I would need your guidance, Honorable Chair. I note that we don't have long to go. I can exhaust in an hour. However, lunch should be in the next 7 minutes. And I can see that the power is going on and off. Perhaps we can regulate that and come back. But I don't mind proceeding as well and exhausting, and whether we can exhaust for lunch and conclude the day once and for all. I don't know what is preferable to the item. Correct. You've identified at least 2 or 5? Okay, just